Today, there is growing pushback to the Department of Justice's claims that all of the Jeffrey Epstein files have been released. Democrats say about 2.5 million files are being withheld and that only half of the documents have been made public. But Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche told Fox News that's not the case.
You have the authority to go ahead and release more, do you not? And you have the authority to go to Congress, perhaps?
No, we have released everything. So listen, we reviewed 6 million pieces of paper. What we released was anything associated with the Epstein files. So there, we are not sitting on a single piece of paper. Nothing that should be released. If we find something else tomorrow, we'll release it. I don't anticipate we will.
Joining me now, Epstein survivor Danielle Bensky. Thank you for coming back in. Is he right? Has everything relevant been released?
Well, first, thank you for having me. And no, it hasn't been released. You know, we know this. In 1996, Maria Farmer gave a report, and we were able to find that first page of her report. We know that there is a second page. She has confirmed this, and we have yet to find it. So we know that there are more documents. That's just one. You know, I believe that we have given a list of documents that have been missing as survivors. And so for him to say, it's just a complete farce for him to say that there are no more documents, not to mention it's so contradictory to what has been said in the past. And it just goes back to the only thing that we can bank on with this administration is uncertainty, because they say, you know, Pam Bondi says the files are on my desk, then there are no files, then then we've released them all. No, we still have some. Now we've really released them all. And it's just like this game of, it's just a chase.
Do you believe some of these files that have not been released, I'll ask you point blank, point fingers at powerful people?
Definitely, yeah. I do. I think because just knowing what Maria's statement says, it was who she saw there. So maybe not pointing fingers directly in the sense of that person performed harm, but there are co-conspirators named in those documents, yeah.
Todd Blanche says it's a misconception that the Department of Justice has closed the case, noting that from the information they currently have, they cannot bring a prosecutable case. Why do you think there is not a prosecutable case?
I honestly don't understand it, because I was in the UK recently talking to parliamentarians, and they're like, why hasn't anybody gone to jail? Why hasn't there been a single trial? What is happening in your country? And
members of parliament?
Yeah, members of, well, not that haven't gone to jail, but why hasn't anybody been held to account?
Okay.
We're doing our best here to hold everybody to account. Andrew is being held to account. Mandelson is being held to account, right? Or we're starting the process. And it just feels like in the U.S., we're just not seeing any investigation whatsoever. After, actually, interestingly enough, the only thing that we got out of that Pam Bondi hearing was she had made a comment saying that there were investigations that had started. We didn't know when, we didn't know where, we didn't know who. Like, we had so many questions about that. But she did say that there are investigations that are being started. And now Todd Blanche is saying there's nothing to see. And he's also saying that they weren't mishandled, which, of course, I think everybody in America can see, and beyond, not just this country, can see that our names were out there for the world to see. Our, images, there were nude images that were released. And so I just think how anybody can look at that and say that this was handled correctly, I mean, it's a flat out lie.
This has been a lot for you, for the others who have come forward and fought this fight. Let me ask you a big picture about victims of sexual assault. As you know, two members of Congress, a Republican and a Democrat, Tony Gonzalez, Eric Swalwell, have resigned amid allegations of sexual misconduct. I wonder, does it confound you that we're continuing to see this, or in some way do you feel like there is progress?
I think we've seen some progress. I think in the handling of that case, the turnaround time, the belief in the survivor, that was a shift that we've started to see. I think for so long, the burden has been on the survivor, and we're starting to see a culture shift. And I do think that it's because of the tremendous advocacy of survivors across this country.
Danielle Bensky, thank you again for coming in. It's good to see you.
Thank you.